Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to put together my third project using the Pieces Story Kit from Ali Edwards for Story Kit Crush. In this series, I am using an older kit, the Pieces Story Kit from February in 2019, to tell as many stories as possible throughout the month of January. So today I was inspired by this journaling card here that says, I am pieces of all the places I have been and all the people I have loved. And I really thought that this was a great card, especially with the pine or the palm leaves coming out here. I thought this would be perfect for telling a story about a vacation that we recently went on to Mexico for my sister's wedding. So I've printed out a couple of pictures of the kids playing in this little water park area. And I have also created myself a journaling card that allows me to use 5 of these chipboard pieces up at the top as almost bullet points. And I'm planning to just either draw some lines here. I might just draw the lines on this in order to create a grid type of look on the card. Another option would be to actually stitch it with thread on the sewing machine. That always has a really cool way of looking as well. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll pull over my sewing machine and stitch some lines because I do really like the dimension and texture that stitching adds. So that's kind of my plan. I'm going to put this layout inside of a 10x8 travel album that I'm creating for this entire vacation. So the page protector that this will go inside of is going to be that configuration, a 10x8. All right, friends, let's go ahead, get you on fast forward. I'm going to put this layout together, and then once I've got it done, we'll slow back down. I'll read the journaling, and then we'll call this one completed. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so for this layout, I have printed 2 photos at that 4x4 size, and I'm actually not planning to do anything to them. I'm going to leave them exactly as they are. What I will do is add a small little embellishment here to my title card. I layered up 2 of the felt heart pieces, put it right where the there's like a blue section where that meets up with the title portion that's more on a white background, and stapled them to the card to keep them in place. And that's going to be the title piece. And then I'll move on to my journaling card here. For this one, I printed my journaling in 5 different columns with a circle that I printed on top. So that circle is a shape that I added on Photoshop. And I did it at the exact size, or maybe just a hair smaller than the circle chipboard pieces I'm going to place on this card. Those become placeholders for me and allow me to stick down my chipboard pieces exactly where I want them to go. It's one of my favorite ways to use layer templates on Photoshop is to create these shapes that then help me place my items onto the page where I don't have to bring over a ruler. I don't have to make sure things are straight. It's just taken care of for me because I set it up digitally to be that way first. Now that I have this card over here, you've seen me drawing some lines with a pencil on the card. I am going to stitch the lines onto the card in order to create those separating lines, right? In order to create the sections of the card and give it some dimension as well. For me, in order to stitch a straight line, I really prefer to have a drawn line. It just makes things much easier for me. I can be way more precise that way. So that's why I first drew the lines on the card and then I brought over my machine and stitched it. So this now is completed. You can see how this looks, and I really love the way that the thread creates this dimensional separation between the text and those chipboard pieces. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and add the chipboard pieces on there, and you can see just how easy this is. All I have to do is take the backing off, line it up on top of that shape, and press it down. And as soon as I get this last one on here, then I can pull over the rest of my supplies and call this layout done. Here's where you can see the pocket page protector for the 10x8 album. All right, friends, that completes my layout for today. I really love the way that this one turned out, and I'm so glad I decided to go ahead and stitch those lines on there because there's something about the stitched look and feel that just makes it feel less flat, if that makes sense. It gives it a little bit more interest, but it also makes it feel just kind of textural when you look at the page. And I love the way that that combines with the stitched hearts up here. It just feels like these two pieces were meant to go together, which I suppose they were, since that's how this kit was designed, but you guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing this one, and if you did, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can catch all of my future crafty videos as well. Now let's go ahead and read the journaling for this one. So I used these chipboard pieces very loosely as my journaling prompts. So the first one is, "This piece has my heart." What I wrote is, "This water park was a place where our family spent a lot of time. The kids are both little water bugs and wanted to be in the pool water as much as possible during our vacation. I'm so glad the resort had a place for kids." Then we've got the ampersand. This one says, "At first, both of the kids were really nervous to go down any of the water slides. I tried to coax them by going down a smaller slide with Jonah on my lap, but quickly got yelled at by the water park lifeguard. Oops." Then I've got "Love this piece. Once they both got up the courage to give the slides a go, they were hooked for the rest of our vacation. Jonah was the biggest daredevil, going down the fastest and tallest slides a bunch. Izzy eventually joined in too." Then I've got this pie chart one. This one says, "Aaron and I enjoyed playing with the kids in the water for a couple hours each day, but also took advantage of sitting in the nearby pool chairs with a fancy blended cocktail as well. Our favorite was the mango margarita." And then this piece was really hard. "Upon returning home, the kids developed a nasty skin rash. We think it most likely came from the kids' water park, especially since there were a ton of kids playing each day. It cleared up after a few days, but it wasn't fun at all." And then that is it. So these will just slide into the pockets, and then I will add this into my vacation album, and this will just serve as one of the stories that talks a little bit about the kids' water park. All right, well, that's going to be it for me for today. I am going to be back again next week with another layout using the Pieces Story Kit. So hopefully I'll see you back here for that one. In the meantime, I also have a live video where I'll be working through a couple weeks of Project Life. That's on Wednesday at 1 p.m. And then on Friday, you'll see my next Glow Story Kit Crush project or process video as well. So there's some videos to look forward to here. And then next week, we'll be back again with another layout with pieces. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.